Hello, my jelly petters. My name is Jim, and this is your daily brew for no, no play new oh, 60607, the 7th of June 2026. And maybe I can get past the 6th level now that it's the 7th. Lots of it, I think probably 6. Maybe it was just 5, 6 died on the 6th level in a row. This is really bad. This is not standard. At least didn't used to be. Um, So continuing to talk about Daniel Susskind, although not really about Susskind, about what he was saying about how to change education in the age of AI, and the answer is to change it back to what it was before. The idea is, you know, we have no idea what AI will change, so trying to give people skills that they can use for their entire lives is not going to work, right? Because if you teach them how to program, let's say, then in 2014, then in 2023, you invent an LLM that can program just as well as a human can, which it can't, but let's pretend it can. Then um, you've sort of wasted what you thought education was about. So the first problem we have is there is a view, a very practical view of education, especially for education that's publicly funded, that wants it to be practical, right? And, just think about the old ag schools, right? I once found a catalog for the University of Wyoming from the 19th century, I think like 1896 or something. And there was one program of study, and it was engineering, and it was some specific branch of engineering, and everybody had to take exactly the same classes in exactly the same order for the exact same amount of time to learn the exact same things so that they could be good. No, this is bad. This going, no, this is not going to blow us all up, but close. Just trying to give myself the most likely chance this is not going to work if I do this. Got me. Okay, I failed the fire dance on depth 2. So eels could be here, but we haven't seen them, so they probably aren't. And just a little bit left over gas. Okay, and we have no we have okay, one of domination is good. It is plate armor. I will not use it. Tunneling 2 is okay. Let's play with the domination, do the jellymancing, stuff like that. Okay. Okay, G is just average leather armor. Do the scale mail. Okay, I got more leather armor. Got plate and splint as well. Okay. And that was leather armor. I could have just let him steal. All right. Let's see. Nothing in there. So a lot of this I agree with. I think probably the best education is, or maybe I was saying this is not a new thing, right? Is what I was saying. Um, People have had this idea for quite a long time, especially in publicly funded education, that the education should be obviously good for something, right? That is, I, as a member of the public, should, where's confusion? Okay. Be able to look at your curriculum, let's say, I should be able to see how that will help um, my child, let's say, if I send my child to this school. That bastard steal. Okay. And this is sort of what we get at if we're thinking about education as training. Um, I intimated that the biggest problem I had was teaching critical thinking at the college level is that I do not see that college professors know what critical thinking is. Oftentimes, it seems like critical thinking depends a lot, depending on the discipline. This might not be too terribly bad. However, there are some who's combating whom. Okay, let's see. That's what kills the pink jellies. Okay. All right. Oh crap. Excellent. Um, I don't know, is my drop. G, drop, E, drop, F, H, drop, D, drop, E. Anything else I need to drop? I need to call the gaseous jello mold. Row R over here. Okay, so I think I will, oops, that's a bad jelly. I think I will go up. No, not down, up. Let's try going over this way first. As many of these guys as possible in here. Again. Oops, was there another? Okay. As many of these guys pull up as possible. Do all the way to 2, huh? That's right. Okay. And we want to drop the scale mail. Is that what pulled out of this? No. What did we drop? This chainmail? No. What did we get? Oh, the dot one denomination. Okay. Plate armor, no. Tunneling, probably not. Domination. Invisibility. Polymorphism. Negation. Okay. Actually, not worth coming back up for, but say living. Crappity crap, crap, crap. I do not have the things I need. Clip N. How many do I still have around? A lot. Okay, good. Good. Want to get rid of that. And J, remove curse. And C, identify. Nothing to identify, really. Okay. Sword up there. Will we fighting? I don't know who's fighting whom. And now I'm a telepathic Jellymancer. Okay, so Suskin wants to go back to this model that is essentially a I've already found a good thing. I'll try C. It is essentially an aristocratic idea of education. Um, that crap. Where are the pink jellies that are defeating my pink jellies? Shit. So we get a bunch of these guys coming in here. Do we have the pink jelly? Okay. Where are the other jellies? They're the bad jellies. Those are the good jellies. Okay. See what's over here. The jellies kill the acid mound. So I am in no condition to fight acid mounds. Okay. I do not have any other options with the jellies. So, as I've mentioned, there is a major issue um, in that at least some of us are somewhat um, doubtful, have some reasonable doubts, you might say, that um, schools are particularly good at mm, okay, step 7. So, does this tell me I was defeated by my own pink jelly? Okay. So, at least that was a fun way to die.